All right, guys, Kenny Smith, Total Force Holdings again. We're going to take a step up in our caliber war from the 32 we talked about, and we're going to go to the 380. The 380 is generally considered either barely enough for self-defense use or not quite enough. It's usually the dividing line. So we're gonna, and here's the thing: whether you like the 380 cartridge or not, there's a bajillion of them. There's a bajillion pistols that chamber them running around. I mean, there is a lot. I think the scientific term for it would be there is a fuck ton of them. So it definitely warrants discussion. The 380 ACP, another Browning design, right? Not a bad cartridge at all. 9x17. You'll commonly see it called 9mm short. Obviously 9x17. 9mm Kutz, 9mm Corto. I mean, there's a bunch of names for it, but in the end, you got a 9x17 or a 380 ACP. Just kind of perusing the ballistics charts, you see a few more that'll penetrate to the FBI standard. So I would be more likely to carry expanding ammunition with a 380 than I would with a 32 ACP. But again, you're kind of on that bleeding edge of does it get that or does it not? So without further ado, I'm going ahead and I'm going to show you the ballistics from Lucky Gunner. Okay, notice again, much like your 32 ACP, most of your loads are going to stay around or under 1,000 feet per second, meaning you're going to be fairly close to subsonic, if not actually subsonic. So again, I'm just kind of scrolling. So if you see a load that you're interested in and you want more information on, you can go back and take a look at that. So, okay. The 380 was popular at one point in the United States because you could get really small guns for it, and it was more powerful than a 32. But it kind of fell out of favor for a while until really you start to see a lot of shallow issue concealed carry in the movement for actual concealable handguns to be made again. And honestly, that really got kicked off with the Seacamp LWS 32. The North American Arms Guardian that followed both of those were in 32 ACP, as was the Keltec P32. But Keltec upgunned that to a 380 and called it the P3AT, as in Papa 3 Alpha Tango. Ruger took that idea, worked on it. I'm not saying they took the idea directly. It's mechanically a completely different system. But the concept of a small, thin, lightweight 380 worked on it, and then you got the LCP, and that changed the market in a big way. I like the 380. It's certainly not a bad cartridge. The only reason I kind of prefer the 32 is ballistically they're fairly similar. 380 is hotter, 32 is getting there, but you get one more cartridge with a 32. But I would have nothing against carrying a 380. They make great pocket guns.